I think the world is black and white, and it's up to you to see in color.
Damn.
Everything is, it's either yes or no. It's either right or left. It's either up or down.
Sure.
You can make what you want with the rest. That's up to you to see in color.
It's time for the Garage Boozing Podcast.
What's up, nerds, and welcome back to another episode of the Garage Boozing Podcast. I'm your host, the man with absolutely no plan, the Chase with the face for radio, Chase Shurga. And boy, do I have one hell of an episode for you. This is part 2 of my conversation with Mike DiTroia, a.k.a. Mike the Movie, a.k.a. The Boy, whatever you want to call him. He's a homie, and man, the feedback from episode 1 with Mike has been fantastic. This guy is great. We had a fantastic conversation, and buckle your seatbelts for part 2, because it's going to get a little wild. But without further ado, you fucking dorks, you know what time it is. It's time to sit back, relax, kick your feet up, crack open a cold one, and if you're really feeling fruity, take a shot. Why not? Because this week's episode of the Garage Boozing Podcast starts now.
Oh yeah, it's support for the Garage Boozing Podcast. It is brought to you by Manscaped. Manscaped will help you trim up the family jewels to make everything nice and right for the ladies. Make sure that you're using promo code TGBP20 for 20% off your Manscaped products. Oh yeah!
If that's what makes you tick, that little dopamine kick that other people want you, you're not my wife. My unfortunately, like, my wife is at home reading a fucking book, cooking dinner, like
Taking care of the kids.
Taking care of the kids. You can go out sometimes. You can have fun.
Sure, have fun with the girls.
If we're together, one, why are we not going together? And two, again, I've had all of my girlfriends, especially the most recent, which I said was 3 years ago, and serious one. It was long distance for the most part of it. She would go out, but you know who you're dating, and you gotta just know the person. And like I said, I'll never tell you not to go, but
Me too. I would never say
I'll never tell you
don't go
because there is a level. I can't say it's 100% to 0. There's a level of going out, drinking does something to you that loosens you up, that makes you have fun, and being with your girlfriends or guy friends makes you enjoy your time. And being in a crowd of people is human nature. It's fun. Sure, go. But if the girl you like is out on Thursdays and Fridays and Saturdays and the next Thursday and the next Friday and the next, why is that so important to you? It's because you crave, even on the lowest level, you crave attention. And
you have to.
And my wife doesn't crave attention.
I like that you're picky. I totally agree with that.
And that's
100%.
That's where that part falls for me. I know you asked for 3 of them. Honestly, I'd probably have to go right now.
I think you're knocking. What'd you say? What was the first one?
There was the body count one, because I think that
that was the biggest red flag.
That encompasses all of it.
Yeah.
There's other things that are like nitpicky that are, some are very more serious than others, but on the whole, I think that shows the biggest one to me. Is how many people have you given yourself to? And then it's my favorite when you go online or even a girl talking to me in person. Oh, they can just lie. No, you can. Maybe you can lie to some guys. I'm telling you right the fuck now, you can't lie to me.
I love it.
Oh, especially with that, I can just see how you operate. I can see how you speak. I can see how you carry yourself.
Everything.
Your mannerisms, your Instagram posts, your captions. I can tell you right now, off of literally a 5-minute just dive into your social media and a 5-minute conversation with you, looking you in your eyes, if you're being serious with your body count is or not.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. And if you're the best liar in the world, eventually I'm going to find out, and you're not my wife.
And you're not my wife.
Nobody likes a liar.
We're not getting married.
Because if there's one thing that's bigger than body count, which there probably isn't, being a liar is right there. Nobody likes a liar. What are we lying about?
Why
I don't lie about shit. I don't.
I'm an open book. I'm honest.
I don't lie about
give a
shit,
fuck.
bro. Like, I'm a little fucking whatever, so I will say I might not lie. I might not also tell you the whole truth.
Right, but if they're not asking for it.
But I'm not going to lie.
Right.
I might tell you a truth, but it's not the whole truth. But
Sure.
I didn't lie about it. Whatever I told you was true.
Correct.
It just wasn't the whole thing.
But if they ask for the whole thing, then I'll be like, all right, well,
Then I'll decide whether you're worth the whole truth or not.
love that.
I'll figure out where our relationship is from the first day of meeting to a year of talking or whatever the fuck it might be, and I'll decide from there. But yeah, there's not many times ever in my life in situations, at least with girls, especially that I probably don't give a fuck about, where I'm gonna lie.
Yeah, why?
But I have plenty of friends that believe on just lying, just lie, and you know what? It works. Honestly,
Sure.
If you just lie, you might get what you want. I have a different tactic. I'm gonna tell you a partial truth
Yeah, right. You don't have to say the whole truth.
because I don't have to remember shit.
Right. No one's putting you under oath.
If you're lying, you don't have to. If you're lying, you have to remember the lie. You good?
Yes.
All right, making sure.
But I had a little sneeze attack
No,
there.
but yeah, that's my view on that is that I believe in the tactic of not lying because then you can never call me on anything and me stumble.
There's exactly what you said. There's a difference between lying and telling the whole truth.
Big difference.
And if they're not asking for the whole truth,
but a lot of
you're not lying.
guys don't know how to play that game.
Yeah.
And I'm not saying it's the best game to learn how to play. I've kind of was like almost born that way.
But it's
I
not
guess.
a terrible game to play
But it's
either.
not, yeah, but we're all playing a game.
Right.
And I keep saying unfortunately, I'll probably say it 20 more times because I wish it wasn't that way.
But it is.
It is. So I'm going to play the game, and I love winning, but I hate losing more.
I hate losing more than winning.
I hate losing more than winning. So
Nothing sucks more than losing.
That's it. We could play darts. We could be trying to get a girl. We could be playing football. I hate losing. And I
Losing
hate
fucking
signing
sucks.
up for things where the odds are not in my favor.
The worst.
So yeah, you have fun. Peace.
Yeah.
You go play then.
Yeah,
you go
fuck you,
You
yeah.
go play that game where you have a 20% chance of
I
winning.
mean, yeah, no, I don't want to play. I'll see myself.
Quick little dive into that real quick is I got a lot of friends, not a lot, but I only want a fucking 8 or better, or I only want to date. Blah, 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 blah.
Grow up.
I'm like, you take what the defense gives you. you take what the defense gives you. Like, why would I spend 6 weeks trying to fucking 8 unless you got the best spit game in the world, and mine's not terrible, or you're the best looking guy out there and I'm not terrible, but still, I'll take an easy 6 over a hard 8 every day. To be like,
course.
okay, so 6 weeks went by and I racked up 7 6s, and you finally finessed an 8 that
You still get your nut.
yeah, you finally finessed an 8 that you spent $600 on.
My man's got a
I
point.
got 6 6s that cost me $25. You know what I'm saying? Like, all I had to say was, "What are you doing?" So you take the 8s when they come, but we're not gonna go down to the 2s and the 3s because it's just levels. But
Listen, I live my life on the 0 to 1 scale. 0, I wouldn't.
No, you-
1, I
when
would.
you would.
That's it. That's
I
it for me.
personally do live my life on the 0 to 10 overall. But you know what? It's funny about that. The 0 to 1, that plays a factor because to me it's 5 is obviously average. And
Sure.
a lot of girls don't want to hear that, which is
Of course, I'm not gonna say, hey, you're average, but let's fuck.
but a lot of girls don't want to hear it. You tell a girl she's a 6.5, she wants to smack you in the face.
Yeah. Oh my God. Yeah.
Listen to me, sweetie pie.
That could be a compliment.
You're a 6.5. You're 1.5 standard deviations over the average girl that walks by you on the street. You're a cute girl. Not every girl can be an 8. You're not
Correct.
an 8.7. Not every girl's a 10. You know how many 10s there are in the world?
That's like a fucking pizza review from fucking El Presidente.
Yeah.
You get a fucking 7.4. It's the best day ever.
That's
you know?
a nice fucking slice
Oh
of
my
pizza.
God, that's a great slice of pizza.
I always say you wife the 7.
Oh my God.
In the 7s, if you can wife a 7 to a 7.9, you're golden. There's outliers. There might be a wonderful 6.2. There might be a fucking perfect 8.8. But the numbers say when you get over an 8 attractiveness, the attention that they get,
Too much
the
to handle.
baggage that they come with, the this and the that goes along with someone that's that attractive, you're probably not going to want to deal with it.
Yeah,
so that's
too
why
much.
you tell a girl she's a 5, she might spill a drink on you type shit. And I'm like, yo, listen, you're physically average as everybody else is. Like you're half better looking than half the girls in the world. And there's half the girls in the world that are better looking than you. That's not a bad thing. It's
Right.
not. You passed.
You passed the test.
You passed. So when I say you wife a 7, to me it's like if you're dating a 7.2, you are dating 95% of the guys in the world would consider that female some sort of attractive.
Oh my God.
She's cute, she's pretty, she's got this, she's got nice eyes, blah, 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 blah. Yeah, she's a 7.2. You're almost 2.5 standard deviations over the typical girl you'd walk by walking down the street. And that's how I look at it. But they don't want to hear that because they all think they're 8s. And I'm sorry. You can't all be an 8 because then
you got a point.
How would that work out mathematically?
It wouldn't.
And numbers never lie.
It's just math. It's not magic. It's
everything
math.
is math, black and white. Which, you want to go into my fucking my gym thing real quick? That's why I post all pictures in black and white. If you've noticed that.
So why do
all my gym pictures that have my motivational fact are all posted in black and white, which I've never said to many people before, especially on camera. The reason why it's in black and white is because that's how I think the world is. I think the world is black and white, and it's up to you to see in color.
Damn.
Everything it's either yes or no. It's either right or left. It's either up or down.
Sure.
You can make what you want with the rest. That's up to you to see in color. However you think I look or this picture look, take it wherever you want to take it in life. But I believe pretty much everything is black and white. Yes or no? Would you do? You said 0 or 1. Would you do it or would you not do it? Either you would or you wouldn't in life.
I totally agree.
Everything.
It's either a yes or a no.
Yeah. And then you can decide from there the details, the picture, the colors. But I believe sports, women, politics, right and wrong is just black and white.
Draft Top. The Draft Top was designed to give you a better all-around drinking experience, and let me tell you how. You take your Draft Top bar tool, put it on top of your adult beverage, give it a little squeeze, not too hard, a little bit of friction, a little to the left, a little to the right, a little to the left, a little to the right, and wha-bam. If you're watching on YouTube, you can see me demonstrate this. If you're listening, I'm sorry, you just got to hear me talk. But yeah, then you pop your Draft Top off, take this, push it down just a tad, and now your beer just became a cup. So forget about wasting plastic, pouring your beer can into a cup, into a red Solo cup, if you will. It doesn't matter because now your Draft Top just made your beer into a cup. So now you can chug your beer a hell of a lot faster. You can smell the aroma of the alcohol. The experience of drinking here is just so much better thanks to Draft Top. So go get yours now. I want you to have one. You want you to have one. Draft Top wants you to have one. And you can get your own Draft Top at www.drafttop.com. And don't forget to use promo code GarageBoozing for 10% off site-wide. That's right. It doesn't matter what you get in your Draft Top cart, 10% off site-wide using promo code GarageBoozing. You know how to spell it. Don't be a fool. Buy your Draft Top right now. Treat yourself. You deserve it. All right, back to the show. Oh, yeah, so I follow this thing on Instagram. It's called Answer the Internet. You know Answer the Internet? No?
I don't.
All right, well, it's a Barstool thing. But a couple of these questions. I'll ask you the first one. If you could instantly have one talent, what would it be?
First thing that came into my mind was fly.
Well, that's like a superpower, I feel like, but like talent.
Talent.
I guess it could be a talent. Like flying's a talent. If you're flying, you're fucking talented as fuck if you're flying.
Talent. I guess the first thing that just went through my mind was to be like a calculator. To do numbers the fastest.
To be smart as fuck.
Yeah, but
mine was playing the piano, but you got me beat, I think.
There's a lot of ways to be smart as fuck. And I believe common sense rules it all out.
Oh, of course.
But a specific talent, I think if you can crunch numbers, and not even just like, do a gazillion times a gazillion really quick. I'm talking like understand like pi and like
arithmetic and all that shit.
The real complexity of, because numbers never lie.
Sure.
And I feel like if you can do that to a level that no one else can, if you were the best in the world at it, not only would you be able to make infinite amount of money, but everything would just make sense to you. You could put everything together.
Good answer.
That would be my
Wait, what did I say mine was?
Piano.
Oh, yeah, piano. I would say piano.
But then again, I think if you're in another one of my things, I think if you're in the top 5%, maybe even 10 of anything you do, you'll be wealthy. I don't care.
Agree with that.
I don't care if it's playing the piano. I don't care if it's making podcasts.
If I'm in the top 10 of playing the piano, I'm wealthy.
You're wealthy. You're going to enjoy what you do.
Same with podcasts. Yeah, of course.
If you have a top 10 podcast in the world,
Oh my God, you're making money.
you're making money. And you're doing what you want to do, which I think
Absolutely.
people don't put emphasis on enough. Is doing what you
Totally
want to
agree
do
with that.
when you want to do it.
Good answer.
So, yeah.
All right, another question I got for you here. Who is the hottest celebrity that you would have a chance with if they got to know you?
Everyone.
You want me to go first?
Everyone.
Fat Amy or Rosie O'Donnell for me?
Bro, get the fuck out of here. That fucking slob. Get the fuck out of here.
That fucking slob.
Get the fuck. There's no shot.
Well, I think I would have a shot for both of them, but like, them were my A+ answers. Those were my joking answers, but dead ass. So you think the hottest celebrity you could think of that they got to know you, you'd be like any of them? Selena Gomez.
Yes, because again, fuck what they look like. First of all, I also consider myself like a pretty attractive male.
You're a good-looking guy.
So regardless of that, I don't really care what they look. I'm talking about like
he's Mike the movie.
if they were normal people and actually like spoke to me. Again, I'm not everyone's cup of tea. I'm probably going to lose a lot of people from this fucking
Fuck it, who
podcast, but
cares?
fuck them. I don't want to be friends with them anyway. Is that I think I'm very deep and genuine. People take the word genuine as in like good, and I agree with that, but I think genuine is just being authentic. So whether you being real, and I can confidently say I'm the realest person no matter what situation you put me in. Guys, girls, friends, not friends. I've told several people throughout my life to their face, I'm not gonna like fight you, but like go fuck yourself type shit.
Sure.
Like I just genuinely don't vibe with you. I don't like you. Now we're not talking about a lot of people that gets to that point, but even on a lesser scale, just like bro, like yeah, like us chilling probably wouldn't be a vibe. Like for one reason or another, like we just don't click.
Sure.
And I'm saying it's you. You might say it's me. Doesn't matter. We're just not going to click. Relationships are the same way. It's just not it for us.
Wow.
So I think that like I don't care. Why are they a celebrity? What do they do?
What do they do that
why
you
are
don't?
they better? Because they somehow got a following. Some of them have talent, whether it's singing but nowadays TikTok people, bro.
I love TikTok.
So do I. You joined the TikTok wave early and you made some dumbass dances to some dumbass songs.
You're blowing up.
And you got 200,000 followers on TikTok. Like I give a fuck
How
how many
TikTok,
followers
man.
you
Yeah,
have
exactly.
on TikTok.
Yep.
So when you say what I have a chance with, I think if anyone was down to earth and genuinely spoke to me, bro, who the fuck is Selena Gomez? Like she sings. Oh, you have a great voice. Wonderful for you. She was an actor too, right?
Yeah,
Actress.
Wizard of Waverly Place or something.
Didn't even watch the fucking show. I didn't even watch the goddamn show. So like, yeah, there's plenty of hot girls, but sit on this podcast with me and talk, and then tell me after you're not like.
Let's be real.
Tell me after the podcast you're not like. He's chill. You might think I'm ugly, and that might not be why you like me. That's fine.
Personality.
But yeah, I have a shot. So you're saying I got
Definitely.
a shot. I live by that too.
So you're saying he has a chance.
It's 30-10 in the fourth quarter. You're saying I got a shot.
That's a shot.
So if I get the ball and score every time and don't give up any more points, I can win. Yeah. So you're saying I got a shot.
I love that.
So sit here and
Great
talk.
way of thinking. Great way of thinking.
Sit here and talk to me. Just give me a shot.
He's got a point, guys. He's got a point.
We're talking about Selena Gomez. No, we got bitches with fucking 3,000 followers on Instagram leaving you on red.
Yeah.
First of all, I asked to take you on a date. I would change your life. No, when's the last time somebody asked to take you? Got people in your DM asking to fucking come over it too, sliding up on your fucking story with hard eyes. I said you're, and not that I think directly, but like basically I called you gorgeous or attractive, and I said, let me take you on a date, one date, and we'll see where it goes. And you either leave it on read, say no, and then your next post is, where are the good guys?
Oh my god. I hate that. I hate that.
That's my fucking favorite. Because if you don't want a good guy, you want who you want.
You want the attention.
There's one person or two people or 12 people that they want to message them. And that's fine.
They post that because they want a reaction from that one person.
You're not the person that they wanted you to message, which is completely fine. I get that. Guys do the same thing. But don't be disingenuous then. Don't tell me you want a good guy because you might have had a good guy that had genuine intentions to do right by you.
Yep.
And whether you didn't like what he looked like, you didn't like how much money he made, you didn't like his family, you didn't like where he lived compared to where you lived, are all fine. I can't tell you to cave on any of those things. But don't tell me that the only people that message you are guys trying to get in your pants, because I've been on the other side of that message.
Correct.
Where like I could turn it all the fucking time. Like, I get what I want a lot of times too, but I also get turned down a lot of times, and then just like you take it on the chin. It is what it is. For whatever reason, they tell you no, or tell you to go fuck yourself, or whatever. They just don't answer you. That's fine. But I've throughout the years have reached out to several girls that I found at least on surface level physically attractive, and they checked enough boxes where I was like, you know what? I'll at least take them on a date because it's not even that serious. The date doesn't mean that we're dating. The date doesn't mean that we're fucking that night. The date
just
doesn't
hanging
mean
out.
just let's go hang out for 2 hours. We can get ice cream. We can go to dinner. We can play a minute. We can do whatever the fuck. It doesn't matter. Let me see you in person, in the flesh, and how you operate. Because you know what? I might think you're a weirdo. And I've done that several times too. They've said yes. And I was like, I'm hanging out with a fairly attractive girl right now, but she's just not it. Like,
right.
So it's I'm reaching out with the hope that everything clicks. And if it doesn't, you're welcome for the ice cream. Like, see you later. Like, I'll still like your Instagram pictures if you want. Whatever the fuck. It's not that serious. Like, bitch, like, oh, I gotta go on a date now. But well, first of all, it'll be the best 2 hours of your life. And second of all, it's not that serious. It really is. It's never that serious to me.
I love
least.
that.
But
all right, folks, let me tell you all about the pump action shotgun tool. Whoa, there's a tool for shotgunning? Hell yeah, there is. So listen to this. The pump action shotgun tool, created by the Drunk Engineers. Love that name, by the way. It makes shotgunning a hell of a lot easier, and let me tell you how. So you're going to take your beer, and you're going to stick it right in the shotgun tool, like this. Hold it like that so the air pockets are up here, and then you're going to give it a little squeeze. You're going to hear pop, bam, pop. But look at that. No mess. So right now the air pocket's right up here, and you're going to want to make sure you take this, push that down, and then what we're going to do is we're going to rotate the tool. Hold the beer can in place to the mouthpiece. Then you're going to put your mouth on the mouthpiece and shotgun. And boom, no mess. You can shotgun at the dinner table, family events, wherever you want with absolutely no mess. So forget shotgunning, slamming a knife right through. Yeah, not a thing anymore. Thanks to the pump action shotgun tool by Drunk Engineers. And you can get yours right now. So just log on to www.drunkengineers.ca. Don't forget to use promo code GarageBoozing for 15% off site-wide. That's right, promo code GarageBoozing for 15% off site-wide. Go get yours now. Thank me later. Back to the show. If you got one pass to do whatever you wanted, what crime would you permit? What crime would you commit?
Rob banks.
Me too. Easy answer. Easy answer.
Yeah,
absolutely.
Just because money is power.
Money is power.
And if I had infinite amount of money, I would have infinite amount of power.
So you agree money buys happiness?
Yes and no.
Why?
Yes and no. Because it's tough. I think money allows you to buy the things that give you happiness. But I've personally seen, and I've seen struggle in my family, and I've seen the opposite. How do I want to go with this? Basically is that I think you can be genuinely happy with nothing. You really, like, you almost can. It's more that I'd be happier on a jet ski. I'd be happier.
Who wouldn't be?
I'd be happier in a Bentley. But but everyone wakes up on those days where like you might be a little depressed or under the weather or just like not feeling it. But if you like go take a walk in the sun or go on a swing, I'm a big fan of swings. I love fucking swinging. I think it's so therapeutic.
You're talking about a swing set? Like,
yes, like a swing set. I think it's so therapeutic. I don't know why. It's just one of those things for me. That you just like look up. Another one of my things. You just look up sometimes into the sky. You're just like, I'm all right. Like I'm good. Like you know what? Like I'm actually okay. And then with that, there's times in my life where whether it was going out or going on vacation or maybe you had a girlfriend or whatever, your significant other, you're like, this is my number one question I ask people. If I were to ask you, I'll ask you this after. You know what, actually?
Go ahead. Ask me now.
When's the last time you were genuinely happy?
You know, it's funny. People ask me this all the time, but like, I like to think of myself as a genuinely happy person. So I'm gonna say right now, like,
Actually.
dead ass. Yeah, I'm a very happy person.
Okay.
People tell me all the time that they feel anxiety, they feel stressed out like that. I am so blessed in the fact that
Never.
I don't feel anxiety.
Never.
I don't feel stress. Okay, actually, I take that back. There are times where I feel
course.
if I'm working a hard day at work or whatever, like I feel a little bit of stress. I got to get things done, sure, but like at the end of the day, like my entire life,
on the whole.
I can't tell you the last time that my actual real life was stressful because I'm a total glass half full person. I'm not a glass half empty person. Like I like to look at the positives versus the negatives. And like, dude, I honestly, like, I think I'm I'm happy all the time.
Okay.
And I'm a rare form. I get that. I know that because I've had so many people on this podcast that have talked to me about depression, talked to me about this, talked to me about that. But like, bro, I don't know. I'm happy. I'm happy.
That's
all
one
the
of those
time.
things like I can't relate because whether it's a girl that I'm talking to or a guy that I'm talking to, that brings up the topic of like, yeah, depression, anxiety, the two biggest ones.
I know they're there.
I get it. I understand because I felt glimpses at times of different types of shit, but they're like, yeah, it's so crippling. And I'm just like, I'm like the wrong person to talk to because I'm so blunt to where it's like, I don't know how to make you feel better. And I also understand, I read the room, I don't want to make you feel worse, but like my instant reaction is like, just don't feel that way. Just be better. Just when I say be better, I mean just be happy. Just make it go away. Like
Right.
just don't be sad. Just don't be depressed. Like why?
People, they don't know how to flip that switch.
I know.
And it's almost like I've trained my brain to be like, if I'm in a bad situation, to like not look at the bad, but look at the good. I don't know how to. I do not know how to describe it, but I agree with what you're saying because like I've had so many people that are like, I felt like this, and this, blah blah blah, and I'm just like, I get it, but I don't get it.
But I don't get it
because
at all.
I've
But I
never
don't
felt
get
it.
it at
I've
all.
never felt it. I've never actually been depressed in my entire life, and I'm so
Yeah.
blessed to say that. But
I
like,
don't get why you can't get out of bed.
Yeah,
I don't get why you walk around talking about how sad you are.
I think it's a mind over matter thing, but it's very hard to get to that point where you like train your mind to be more than the matter. Like I don't know because I've never been
I
in
get what
that
you're saying.
situation.
I definitely think that like it has to. A lot of it probably has to do with like training yourself, just like through your life. You know your own self the best, but like I think society, the way it's changing with all the other shit we talked about, plays into factor. Like it's almost like not the opposite of frowned upon. I don't know what the word I'm looking for is, but like yes, like be depressed, like share your story.
Yeah, because then people
The
feel
body
bad for it.
positivity shit that like write a 3-page thing on Instagram about how you overcame whatever it's like. When I tell you, I keep talking about the things like sayings I have in life. Nobody gives a fuck about you.
Right.
As sad as that sounds, bro. Nobody gives a fuck. I've said 5 and I've said 10. I don't know which one I want to go with. We'll go with 10. If you have 10 people that genuinely care about you in your life, you're lucky.
Yeah, you're totally right.
Your friends, your acquaintances, even your aunt, depending on your own circumstance, probably doesn't give a fuck about you. And I get that said. And the level of fuck is dependent on who it is in your relationship and in your life. But when I say like seriously gives a fuck about you, like almost to the point like who would die for you?
Yeah.
Your mom, your dad, like maybe an aunt, maybe brother, maybe like shit like that. If you can get to 5, congrats. If you can get to 10, you're like really lucky. If you can list more than 10 people that would die for you, bro, like
That's a lot of fucking people.
that's a lot of fucking people. So that's where I'm like, you have all this anxiety over what someone's gonna say, how they're gonna react, if they're gonna unfollow you, if they're gonna cancel you, bro. They don't give a fuck.
You can't cancel
about
the
you.
uncancelable.
Yeah, that's literally like, and I'm not some big famous fucking person. Although I think I was born to be famous. I really do. I think I would fucking help change society a little bit as much as I can. But yeah, you really can't cancel somebody. And I hate using that word too, because what the fuck are you canceling? Like,
Yeah,
fuck
right.
you, first of all.
Fuck
But like,
you first, for real.
you can't cancel someone that doesn't give a fuck.
Right?
And I genuinely, truly don't give a fuck what you have
I
to
love
say.
that. No, for
There-
real. I love
flip
that.
the other way. There might be 5 or 10 people that I truly give a fuck about what they say. And even those people, I'll take it under consideration.
Right. You'll think
I'm
about
still doing what the fuck I want to do.
Absolutely.
If I'm sold on what I'm doing, though all those 10 people could say the opposite, I'm still doing it. Because it's what I said I'm going to do. So
Fuck 'em.
Yeah, fuck them. That's bro, I say it all the time. I go, literally, doesn't matter who I'm talking to. It could be any type of controversial or like debating or not even one of those topics, but just like, oh, should I do this? Should I not do that?
Fuck them.
Fuck them.
I say that all the time. Fuck 'em.
Fuckem. Fuck them. That's it. Literally.
Hey, I'm
fuck
walking
'em.
here. Fuck 'em.
So yeah, that's where my fucking stance is on that. Is that like, people gotta take it a step further. Now, train your mind to not give a fuck, because
Right.
it definitely is a process, and I've gotten better and better at it over the years. I'm still probably gonna get better at it, to be honest. But even shit like this, someone might have beat around the bush about this topic or that topic. Realistically, what are they gonna do? Tweet at me, talk shit, unfollow me, share it, and talk shit. A lot of it comes back to talking shit.
Yeah, pound salt.
But I don't give a fuck about their talking shit.
Exactly.
I don't give a fuck about them now. I don't give a fuck about when they talk shit. So it's like, fuck them.
Fuck 'em.
Fuck
I
'em.
love that. Exactly.
And in return, the flip side though, I might get 1, 2, 3, 4, 1,000 people that are like, that kid's dope.
Exactly.
He doesn't get. I might inspire one person to not give a fuck.
To put a little chest hair on their chest
Yeah.
and be like, hey, what's up? Fuck everything else, you know?
Guy or girl. If you're a guy, I think you should have a little more. I think it should be bred into you a little more. I really do. I think you should try to be an alpha of some capacity. So your ball should probably drop at some point. But even some guys need a push. Well, that's fine. Fuck them. And as a girl, I feel like girls get a lot of hate for a lot of shit too. Some granted. But on the whole, fuck them.
Fuck them. I couldn't agree more.
So, yeah, that's what I gotta say on that part.
I
Fuck
I
'em.
could not. I could
Fuck
not.
'em.
I was gonna say I could not agree more.
All right,
Fuck
let
'em.
me phrase what I asked you before differently. I asked you when's the last time you were genuinely happy. You said pretty much always.
I wish I was lying.
No, it's kind of the same thing, but another one I ask people. Honestly, this is probably the better way to frame it. When's the last time you genuinely had fun? You could say now, I guess, if you want, if this is fun to you. But when's the last time you did something and either in the moment or shortly after, I guess it could be the day after, a week after, you reflected back and you were like, yo, that's a memory I'm probably going to hold maybe forever. Like, I genuinely had fun.
I'm glad you're asking me these questions because dead ass, I'm not gonna lie. Like, I'm a big believer in I'm here for a good time, not a long time.
Mm-hmm.
So like, I would, I'm not even lying. Like every day that I live, like I'm happy, man. Like I'm a
give it to you,
I'm a
then.
happy,
That's
I'm a
fucking-
fucking,
that's
I'm a
dope.
fucking happy person.
That's dope.
And it sucks because I know people that like don't feel that way, that are very depressed and stuff like that. And I'm fortunate to not feel the depression and stuff like that. So like, my goal in life, and I've said this for years, is just to like live a happy life. And I think I'm doing that. I honestly think I do. Like, so like, I don't have a negative answer. As much as I wish I could.
But do you think that answers what I said, though? I'm being real. Like, do you think I said a singular moment? So basically, the answer to my question would be right now. Then, if that's what you're saying, you would say right now you're genuinely
the last
having
time I was like
fun.
genuinely like having a good time, happy.
Yes.
When my brother got married last month in September, which was in Florida,
Okay, yeah,
yeah,
I could see that being like a blissful
I was
type
the
of
best
moment.
man. I had a speech and shit like that. That was fun and shit like that. So
Yeah,
that
that's
was
dope.
probably like
That's dope.
yeah. That'd probably be my answer.
Okay, yeah. So I'm saying, because I feel like there's a difference between like genuine or generally being happy on the whole, but regardless if you're happy or not all the time, I don't think you're having fun all the time. I think
Sure,
I
nobody's
think
having fun all the
fun is more of specific moments
Right.
where you can look back at like, oh, I took a piss and I was having fun. No, you might have been happy.
It felt good.
Yeah, you might have been happy in your mind while you were taking a piss, but like that wasn't a fun moment.
Yeah.
So all right. So but a lot of people I've asked that to, and they like, one, can't answer for like 5 minutes, or two, just kind of give me like a sideways, not bullshit, but like bullshit kind of answer of like, they don't really know. They're almost like nothing is coming to the forefront of my mind of when the last time I had fun is, and I'm like, that's so sad.
And like, trust me, I get it. I know I'm in the minority because a lot of people feel like stress, anger, all this stuff, and
And all those things play into it. Yes,
Yeah.
granted. Because if you're not a happy person, and not only you're not happy, you might be depressed. It's probably going to be hard to have fun times in those depressed moments.
depression is real. I get that.
Yeah.
I understand, but like I said a million times, I just feel like I'm fortunate in the fact where I've never felt the feeling of depression or like the feeling of like I don't know. I just feel like I'm an all around happy person, and I'm very fortunate for that because a lot of people don't feel that.
Definitely, yeah. I mean, I'm with you, so it's like we kind of connect on that because it's like, yeah, more times than not, even if I'm not happy, I'm not
sad.
It's more just like I'm living, I'm going through the moments,
Right.
which like in its own right might kind of be bad, but I'm not walking around sulking like, damn, my life sucks, I should end it, I didn't wish I was born, or this or that or this. It's just like, yeah, everyone has those things pop up into their head sometimes in
Of course, everyone is.
whatever occasion, whatever moment, singular
But
moments,
there's always
like,
somebody that has it worse than you. So
Yeah.
that's what made me be like, all right, my life's not so bad.
yeah, no, it's not. It's never that bad. It's never that serious.
Oh, well, that shot of tequila just killed me. But
We're both over here struggling now. We don't know how to close it.
I can't even talk. But
I mean, we should do it again if you want.
oh fuck yeah! Well,
I don't know. We'll see what the people like. See if the people are feeling it.
I think the people are gonna like this.
Yeah, I think they want to tune into this one. If you like this
one.
one, follow, like, comment, let us know. Maybe I'll have to hop back on.
Follow at Mike the Boy. Mike the Movie 25 on.
Let's see. We got
them
Mike.
all
We got
over
Mike the Movie 25 on
TikTok.
TikTok and Instagram.
Yeah, there we go.
And then we'll, if you want the Snapchat, you can DM me yourself.
I'll put in the link. I'll put it in the link.
Put it in the link. Throw
I'll
it in
put
the
it
link
down
for
there.
him.
I got him on Snapchat, so I'll put it in the link below. But
This is mad fun. I appreciate you having me.
I appreciate you coming.
Of course.
We're not scared to talk about anything here in
Never.
the Garage Boots podcast. But with all that being said, I'll see you nerds next week.
Sign off.
Whew! What an episode. Originally, when I had Mike in the garage, I planned to make this just a one-part episode, single episode, no 2 parts because I haven't done that in a while. But honestly, we could not, I just couldn't stop the conversation. I couldn't hit the stop button. We kept talking, everything kept going, and it was moving. Mike, thank you so much for joining me in the garage. I cannot wait to have you back again. Like I said, the feedback from episode 1 was fantastic, so I cannot wait to see what the feedback is for part 2. But bro, you're a homie. Much love, and for real, can't wait to have you back again. Thanks for joining. But folks, please don't forget the absolute #1 way to support the brand. Buy some merch. We've got hats, we've got t-shirts, we've got hoodies, we got sweatshirts. You name it, we got it, and it's all available to you at www.garageboozing.net. And nerds, don't forget to follow the brand on all of your favorite social media accounts at Garage Boozing as well as YouTube if you'd rather watch than listen. And of course, don't forget to follow, like, subscribe, whatever the button is, on all of your favorite podcast platforms so you can be notified as soon as a new episode is released. We are on Spotify, we're on Amazon Music, we're on iHeartRadio, we're on Pandora, we are everywhere. All podcast platforms, you name it, we're there. Go subscribe. Thank you. Well, that's all the time we have for today. And guys, thank you so much for your support. This whole thing would not be possible without all of you. So I thank you guys every week. I'm going to continue to do so because without you, there's no brand, there's no podcast. So thank you guys so much for all of your support. And with all that being said, I'll see you nerds next week.
Ladies, gentlemen, and nerds. Do you have what it takes to be a guest on the fastest growing, alcohol chugging, and nonsense talking podcast? Well, now is your chance. The Garage Boozing Podcast has new guests every week, and you could be one of them. Just simply log on to www.garageboozing.net. Click the Be on the Show tab and submit your information. It's that simple. Join the boozement or be a loser. Don't miss your chance because we're taking this to the moon.